Good evening. Today I will share with all of you the 7 steps of whole hand washing, which is suggested by our Minister of Health in order to prevent cross infections amongst us, especially in hospital settings. First, wet our hands with water and soap. Second, rub our palms for 10 seconds. Third, rub each fingers and between fingers. Fourth, scrub nails on palms. Five, right backs of hands and between fingers. Six steps. Wash our hands with sufficient clean water. And lastly, number 7, rinse our hands with tissues. Now our hands are clean.
This is the story of how cholera changed my village. Tiny germs of cholera, too small to see, spread through the river. So small, yet so dangerous. Without realizing, women carried cholera home in the water. Flies carried cholera on their feet. Unwashed hands spread it too. We swallowed cholera germs in our water, on our food, and on our fingers. It happened so fast. By morning, my father was very sick. He had diarrhea that looked like gray water and poured out of him. I was so scared. I went for help. I never rode so fast. One look at my father and the nurse knew it was cholera. We had to work fast to save him. We made a special drink to help him. First, we made the water safe. We filtered it through cloth and boiled it for 1 minute. Then we mixed half a teaspoon of salt and 6 teaspoons of sugar in 1 liter of this safe water. It tasted like tears, not too salty. I worried my father would die before my eyes, but he soon felt a little stronger. The nurse explained to me that not everyone who swallows cholera germs gets sick like my father, but they can still spread the disease. Now I needed to take safe water to my village and teach them how to protect themselves from cholera. I saw a girl carrying water. I told her she could make the water safe by adding chlorine drops and waiting half an hour. There was a man about to eat with unclean hands. I told him to always wash his hands with soap and safe water after going to the toilet. Only with clean hands could he eat safely. I saw villagers spreading cholera into our river. I told them we needed to dig latrines far from the river, at least 30 meters away. This was important to keep our village clean. I found a mother preparing unsafe food. I told her, first, we must wash our hands with safe water. Then, we had to wash and peel the food, cook it and always eat it hot, and protect it from flies. I spread the word throughout my village and ran to find my father. I was so happy to see he was better. Our village became healthy. Now we filter and boil our water to make sure it is safe. We always use latrines and always wash our hands after. Food is safe from flies, washed and peeled and cooked. And we always wash our hands before cooking and eating. We made our village safe from cholera. Spread the word. Your village can be safe too.
Prevention of communicable diseases. Communicable diseases can be prevented by good hygiene and vaccination. Hygiene may be defined as practices that ensure cleanliness and good health. Following are some steps to maintain good hygiene. Wash your hands before and after eating food and after going to the toilet with soap and water. Do not allow water to stand in ditches, vessels, coolers, pots, etc. in or around your house. Stagnant water allows breeding of mosquitoes. Use mosquito net or mosquito repellent at night. Wash fruits and vegetables well before cooking or eating them. Food must be kept covered to prevent flies sitting on it. Do not allow heaps of garbage to collect near your home. Dustbins should be kept covered. Drink clean water. Water can be made clean and germ-free by boiling, filtering, and chlorinating. You should know. Vaccination. Vaccination is another way of preventing communicable diseases. Vaccines are available to prevent diseases like polio, cholera, diphtheria, tetanus, and hepatitis. Vaccination helps our body to acquire immunity against certain diseases.
If you go to any graveyard from the early 1900s, you'll find numerous small gravestones. And what those gravestones typically represent are the high infant mortality that existed due to diseases that are now prevented by vaccines. Vaccines are the single most important medical instrument to protect public health. Smallpox is a disease that used to kill many people throughout the world. It no longer exists. Diphtheria, measles, mumps, rubella, tetanus. These diseases are dramatically reduced due to the use of vaccine. When I was running the intensive care unit, there was a 4-year-old little girl who complained to her mother that she had a headache. Within a couple hours, the child was comatose. She had such a profound case of pneumococcal meningitis that we couldn't bring her back. I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way. And that was really the beginning of my interest in trying to prevent disease using vaccines. Now, I lead a global team in vaccine clinical research and development. Developing a vaccine is a very ambitious undertaking, involving literally thousands of people. This whole process takes 10 to 12 years. We actually have to take specimens from those individuals that have received the vaccine to determine whether that vaccine is likely to be effective. We have large repositories of hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of specimens that are not only valuable now, but also help us develop vaccines in the future. I received correspondence from the parents of the child who died. They hoped that someone would be able to develop a vaccine for pneumococcal meningitis. One of the most poignant moments in my life was to be part of a team that has, in fact, developed a vaccine that now is preventing those sorts of tragedies. When I go to small towns, I sometimes make a point of actually looking at those graveyards to remind me of the impact that vaccines have had and that we can have in terms of protecting lives.
Baby, I've never seen someone with your body. You make me wanna get this party started. Hey baby, come and tell me what's the score. Baby, baby, tell me what you're waiting for. Baby, I've never seen someone with your body. You make me wanna get a little naughty. Hey baby, come and get it, it's all yours. Baby, baby, tell me what you waiting for. It's your birthday, so tell me what you wanna do.